Hey folks, Sure Thing Home Inspection training on the software that we're going to be using, which is the Palm Tech. Once you open it up, you can see over here you got the menu and then the inspections and what's on the cloud. One of your requirements will be going to the Palm Tech site and watching all their videos. Very extensive, a lot easier than me having to recreate them, but it does show you how to set up, use, edit, and upload. So basically what should be happening before you get out on your inspections, you will be opening this window up just to make sure that you have it on your devices, which will either be your um, iPads or tablets or laptops, whatever devices we have started to use. But where you're going to find them, this is where you're going to need your internet connection or your Wi-Fi, is recent inspections. This is going to be what we call out in the cloud. And what you'll see is the addresses um, and then the date when that inspection should be done. So as you can see here, this is what we basically have out there. This is going out for 1 day, and this is what you would start. So that would be the scenario. If for some reason you go up and then you refresh and you don't see your inspection up there, either call the office, we'll have to create it for you, or in some cases you may have to do it yourself. And pretty simple, you just open the template and Palm Tech will open up. Now you can't do this on most tabs, but you'll have to do this on your desktop or your laptop. It's going to ask for a file name, and that will have to be filled in so it knows where to save it. And once you save it, boom, here you go. As you can see up here, it'll say, so you put the sample inspection, which would be 123 Main Street, but make sure you put in the day's work so that you know what is going on. So the dates, and we're looking for these customer calls that want some information, you want to get that out. And basically, as you can see, this would be the inspection. If your name's not in there, you would do the drop down. We'll have everyone's names listed in there, the information and the property address. Now, when we create them from the beginning and start the file, this some of this information, the address, the client's name, should already be in there now. Others present, temperature and weather and soil conditions, as you can see, others present, you got buyers, the agent, seller's agent, homeowner, parent, seller, that needs to be filled in. Temperature, put what today's weather is. The house is vacant or occupied. What the grounds are like, the weather, and also we're putting here, so sometimes you may not know until you get out to the job whether you're doing a slab, basement, crawl space, or other. So those need to be checked in disclosure. If you weren't given a disclosure, if you didn't see a disclosure, didn't read one, you want to make sure you take note in case there's ever any question coming back at us. We can at least say, well, we weren't notified of that because the seller did not leave us a disclosure. And what you can see, this is basically in an order that I've been training you to go around the house. It's not 100%, but it just gets you going. As we always do, the lots and grounds and the exterior of the house. We're checking the air conditioners while we're outside. You have a crawl space. During your first initial walkthrough in the house, when you run the flushes and the sinks, you just want to run those for a little while and then turn it off and go to the crawl space and look for leaks. I'm not very prone on having the water running while no one's in the house, and I suggest you do not do that, even if the buyers are there, because they're not going to care if you flood the house. They're going to blame you, make you pay for it. So I like to do the crawl space first and then go into the house. Then we got the garage roof, and as you can see now, we're inside the house working our way down. In most cases, you're always going to find a heating system in the attic, which is why the heating system is there. And it just goes all the way down the list, and then we make a list of where our smoke detectors are. So as you can see, some of these are already pre-filled out to kind of save us a little bit of time out there when we're doing the inspection. But you have to go through each of these on your tablet or your laptop just to make sure you're just going to scroll through, like this one here, basement windows. Well, you know what? If we get a cross basement slab, there's going to be no basement window. That's why we've left that one open. So you have a choice of putting not applicable, or we even have a choice on site of even just deleting that out there. So again, you want to change, take a look, see how these go, and you just go through it. So we will have another training that will show you how to put pictures in. Right now, this is the computer version on our desktop. So when we get back, when you get done, let's just say these are all filled in. Every time you fill in 100% of an item of this page, you're going to get an X over here. So right now it's saying, well, I hadn't been in the attic yet, but we've already got it pre-filled in. You still need to go and double check it. 95% of the time you will have these, even though you went through it all, that will not show up as, like if you're missing a refrigerator or something of that nature, which we don't normally inspect, there'll never be an X there in kitchen. So you have to go through all of these when you get back, when you're done with the inspection, because you will need to upload it. So before we upload, depending on the device that we're working, one of the things you do, you go to view, we're going to check the spelling on everything, and it will go through and just check everything. So we had some issues that will go through that need to be done. And then when you're completely finished with that, the cloud button, send to cloud, this is where you guys send all the reports up so that we at the office can send them to the client, collect payment if they're paying by credit card, or send it to the agent and the buyer. So load it to your cloud, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to save? Say yes, and this is what it does. Basically, that is now up on the cloud. So sample inspection. So if we go back to the PalmTech main page, here you are. There's a sample inspection that was saved in this computer. And then once we refresh, now the sample inspection is in the cloud. So as you can see, it showed up here first because it's on my hard drive or your hard drive or whatever you're working on. And then this shows this has to be here in order for us at the office to get this, because then we will take it, open it up, and save it to the company computer, and then we will send it out to the client, collect payment. So this is just a quick overview of the PalmTech software. There's going to be a whole series of these in the Dropbox that you will need to look and watch. So if you have any questions, just give us a call.